Hello, hello. Alrighty, today we are going to do an upper body focused workout. It'll be about 20 minutes. What you need is 2 sets of dumbbells. So I'm going to be using a set of 8s and a set of 10s. The 8s you'll be working with them together. And then with the 10s, I'm going to be only be using one weight at a time. So going a little bit heavier on that. We have a quick 2-minute warm up, one circuit that we will repeat 3 times. Then we will have a 4-minute AMRAP, doing as many reps as possible, and then a quick cool down to round us out. So let's go ahead and get started. Grab one of your heavier weights that you have with you today, and we're gonna start our warm up. 2 exercises here, doing them for 1 minute each. So you're gonna grab your weight, hold it on either side of the dumbbell, and we're gonna wrap it around our head for a dumbbell halo. So we're just gonna bring it up and around the back of the head, around the side, into the front, and then reverse and take it around the other side. So here you want to make sure you are keeping your core engaged and your upper body's not swinging around doing anything crazy. You're staying nice and straight and tall, and also focusing on not moving your head around the dumbbell, but you are moving your dumbbell around your head. So your neck and your spine should not be moving at all. It should just be your arms. You're gonna feel this in your shoulders after a while. So we just have about 10 seconds left here, and then we will move on into our second warm-up exercise. And let's do one more here, going around. And right, all right, drop that weight down and right in front of your hips. And you're going to just bring it up into a curl and press it straight up and back down and lower. Bring it up into a curl, push it straight up above the head, and you get your elbows grazing right beside your ears. Make sure as you are lifting that dumbbell overhead, you're not shrugging the shoulders up, but your shoulders are staying pressed down and away from your ears. So even though you want to get those elbows close to your ears, you don't want to lift those shoulders up to touch your earlobes. Keep on breathing as you're going here. Breathing in and out. And we've got one more here. And lower. All right, now we're going to get into that circuit. So 4 exercises. We are going to repeat them each 3 times. So go ahead and grab the lighter set of dumbbells you have. We're going to start out with a Zopman curl. So what you're going to do here is palms are going to be facing out. You're going to do a regular standard curl. When you get to the top, you're going to turn your wrists so your palms are facing away from you, and then you're going to lower back down. All right, so palms come up as you curl up, turn them away from you as you curl down. So what you want to focus on here is trying to do a 1 count on the way up, 1, and then 2 counts, 1, 2 on the way down. And ooh, I feel this one after a while. Yeah, it's great work in your forearms as well as in those biceps. So we're going to be doing 1 minute on each of these moves the first time around, and then they'll get a little bit lighter the next 2 times we do them. Let's get one more in here, and lower, and shake those shoulders out. We're going to go into a bent over fly. So hips or feet about hip width apart. We're going to bend over, make sure you have a nice flat back. You are looking about 2.5 feet in front of your feet, and slight bend in your elbow. You're going to fly the arms out here and lift and lower. Make sure your core is engaged. If you feel any sort of pain in your lower back, means you need to turn that core on a little bit more. We don't want to be sort of popping our hips out. We don't want to curve in the lower back. We want a nice neutral straight spine. We're trying to get our upper body as parallel to the floor as possible. You have a nice bend in those knees. We don't want to lock out the knees at all. Here for about 10 more seconds before moving on. Get a nice squeeze in those shoulder blades as you lift those weights up. And 2, and last one. 1, nicely done. All right, so now we're going into an Arnold press. You're gonna bring the weights up, palms facing you. In front, we're gonna bring them out and press above the head. So here, this first circuit, we're going to do them alternating. So you're going to work the right side and then the left side. You're going to get a little bit of an isometric hold there in the arm that is not working. And then as we move on to the second and third circuits, we will be doing both arms together as a progression, or if this is enough for you right now, you can keep it alternating on each side. All right. And just a couple more seconds here, and then we'll move on to the last exercise of the circuit. All right, and lower those down. So now we're moving into a bent over tricep kickback. So same stance as you had in that bent over fly. Feet hip or shoulder width apart. Nice flat back parallel to the ground. You're gonna row those weights up so that they're in the pocket of your rib cage here. You don't want them up here at your shoulder. You don't want it back here at your hip. It's right here in those rib cages. And when we are going to kick the weight back, we're going to alternate here, just like we did on those Arnold presses, alternating right and left, really focusing on squeezing that tricep at the top of your extension. If you can hold it there for a second, even better. Feel that nice burn. Make sure again here you're keeping that core engaged so that you keep any sort of pain or tension out of the lower back. All right. And we're gonna wrap it up here in 3, and 2, and 1. All right, you can go ahead and lower those down. Shake out your shoulders, your arms a little bit. Get a quick breather here before we go back and repeat that 2 more times. And grab those weights. If you feel like you could do more, if you were really repping those out, getting a lot of reps, I recommend going up in weight. So let's get started here with that Zottman curl, curling up, turning the palms away, 2 counts, coming down. And curl up, palms face away from you, count 2 counts down. But if you are flying through these, like I said, rep-wise, recommend upping your weight. That means it's too easy for you. You can take it a little bit higher in those weights. And I've got 5 more seconds here. And lower down, last one. All right, moving on to the bent over fly again. So we're gonna keep that nice bend in your knee. You're gonna have a slight bend in your elbows here, and fly it up and lower, and up and lower. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top of your fly. Breathing in as you open and out as you lower. You want to make sure you're not feeding into any of that momentum, that you're really controlling the weights as they are lowering down. All right, just got like 5 more seconds here. And 2. And 1. Woo. Roll those shoulders out. Oh, I feel that one real good. All right, into that Arnold press. So we're bringing the weights up in front of your shoulders here. We're coming around, pushing them up. So the first time we did this, we did them alternating, right and then left. I'm going to move on to doing them at the same time. If doing it alternating right and left is enough for you, totally fine to stay there. Or you can progress and work both arms together to finish this out. Oh, this just gets all the areas of the shoulders really burns after doing those bent over flies. All right, let's get one more in here and lower. Okay, bent over tricep kickbacks. Again, we alternated these on the first circuit, so you can continue to alternate them, or you can move on with me, and I'm going to do both arms at the same time, do the kickback at the same time. So let's do the position here. Row your weights up into that pit of your rib cage and kick them back at the same time. Or if you want to stick with alternating, go ahead and stick with alternating the sides, right and then left. Again, here you really want to control the weights as you bring them back in to your rib cage, so that you aren't working with any of that momentum. You're really building that muscle as you control and bring them back in. And last one. And go ahead and lower, shake it out. We've got that one more time before we move on to our AMRAP and then our cool down. So we're gonna do each exercise one more time, 30 seconds each. This time I really push you to, on those two alternating on the Arnold press and the bent over tricep kickback, to really try and do them working both arms at the same time. All right, so we got our Zottman curl. 3, 2, 1. Curl it up. Palms away. 2 counts on the way down. As you're doing these, you can keep a slight bend in your knees so that you're not locking out your knees. Keep your core engaged. Nice straight neutral spine. Shoulders are pushed down away from your ears. All right, moving on here into our bent over fly. No rest in between these ones. Go straight into it. I'm gonna push 30 seconds each exercise. Before we get in to that AMRAP, we'll have a nice break after we finish the circuit out. I'll go through the AMRAP with you. And last one here. All right, bring it up into that Arnold press. If you can, meet me with doing these both arms at the same time and pressing out and up. I love these because it just makes me feel so powerful, but also it burns in a good way. I just feel it so much in my shoulders, which you don't think that you use a lot. And last one here. And we're gonna bring it into the tricep kickback. So bent over again, nice neutral flat spine, and kick it back. Again, if you can meet me kicking back right and left at the same time, that's awesome. You still need to keep it alternating. That's okay too. Got 5 more seconds here. We take a nice A little rest. And last one. All right, put those down. You can put those to the side out of your way. We're gonna be moving on to going back to one of your heavier weights for the AMRAPs. Go ahead and get some water. Shake it out. So our AMRAP will be 4 minutes. We're gonna be doing 2 minutes of work on the right side, 2 minutes of work on the left side. So let me show you what we will be doing here. I'm gonna do a bent over row, a clean, and then a push press. So first, bent over row, nice staggered stance here. You're just gonna be rowing that arm, that weight up into your rib pocket here. All right, and then the clean. In a stance here, you're working with a swing here, so you're hinging over and bringing that weight up to your shoulder. Nice hinge and bend over as you swing that weight up. Get nice core engagement here. And then push press. Again, you can put your left arm out to stabilize. You can put it on your hip. We're going to do a 4 to 6 inch bend in the knees. And then we're pressing up with power above the head. So we're going to do 3 reps of each on the right. Come back and then do 4 reps. So you're going to do 3 bent over rows, 3 cleans, 3 push presses, and then come back and start over again, doing 4, then 5, then 6 for a total of 2 minutes. We've got 10 more seconds here. We're going to start with that bent over row. Again, starting with 3 reps for each exercise. We're starting again with 4, 5, and 6. Let's get started here. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 cleans. 1, 2, 3. Keep it racked up. 3 push presses. 1, 2, 3. And then we're starting over, going for 4 reps. It's bent over row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cleans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and push press. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You guys can keep on going at your own pace. We're on to 5 now. Because we're only working one side here at a time, you really have to engage that core to keep your balance and to keep you stable. I'll get a little break after these 2 minutes. I've only got about 30 seconds left. Most of us probably started on our dominant side, our right side. So I'm going to move on to the left. It'll be interesting to see, can we meet the same number of reps? I'm working on 7 here, see how far you can get. The goal is to get as far, maybe farther on that second side. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna move right into the second side. Just shake that out real quick. Move on, second side, starting back at 3 reps for each exercise. And go. 2, 3. Cleans. And that push press. Nice 4 to 6 inch bend in the knees. And then power press that weight up above your head. All right, I got about halfway through 7 reps, doing 7 reps on my right side. So that's my goal, is to beat and complete the the 7 reps of all exercises on my left side. My right side's my dominant side. So see if I can beat it with my non-dominant. We got about just under a minute left on this. And then we'll hit that nice cool down. I like doing these unilaterally to really test and see where I need to work on either side. All right, just got 15 seconds left. I'm on my 7s. See, I ended on cleans. How many I can get in here? 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right. Put that weight down. Shake it out. Whew, that was awesome. We're going to stretch it out now. So do an overhead tricep stretch. Bring your left arm up over your head. Grab that elbow. And give it a nice gentle push down your back. Take some nice deep breaths. As your heart rate come down, you got a little cardio there in doing those cleans and those push presses, switch sides. It feels good. Did a lot of tricep work. And stretch out. Come down into a child's pose. We're going to thread the needle. So if you want, get one of your weights, bring it out in front of you. You're going to grab that with your right arm, push back into a child's pose real quick. And feel that nice stretch through the right side of your upper body and your upper back there. And then release that. We're going to take our left arm, thread it underneath our right. Left temple goes down to the mat. Feeling a nice stretch in the left shoulder here. All right, bring that back up. Switch. Grab onto your dumbbell with your left arm. Sit your heels back, your booty back under your heels. Feeling a nice stretch all through here. All right, and then release that dumbbell. Take your right arm, thread it underneath your left. Right temple to the mat. And stretch out that right shoulder. And bring it up. All right, that was 20-minute upper body workout. Hope you had a great time. Thanks so much.